Hello, everybody, and welcome to Expeditious Fool Tarot. My name's Brandon, here with Lightworker's card pool. And today I'm using the Animal Spirit deck by Kim Krans. And we'll get into it. We've got the Unicorn. Now, the Unicorn brings up a whole bunch of stuff, right? It's definitely about tapping into your higher intuitions, the higher dimensions, the higher levels of thinking. And it's really a card about seeking and starting that path, right? Because when we think of a unicorn, a lot of things come up. You know, did they exist? Did they not? Could they have been real? Could they have not? Similar things when we think of divinity or the void or God, things of that nature. You know, depending on who you ask, or even the same person, depending on what stage of life they're in, they might have a different answer for that. Right. And that's really what the unicorn is bringing about. It's bringing about that seeker spirit, that inquisitive searching, that inquisitive looking, that inquisitive knowing. That way you can go out there and you can really find those answers for yourself. The thing is to really research something like a unicorn, it's scary. It does take a lot. It takes a lot of courage. And if you think about it, studying a unicorn, what's going to happen? Most people, they're going to say you're silly. They're going to say that's ridiculous. They're going to say all kinds of things, right? That's totally magical thinking. That's only on TV. You know, all kinds of things, which match up with the spiritual awakening process quite well. So that's really what this is talking about. Is really diving in and getting excited about seeking that process and seeking out all of the mystical and really seeing what that experience means to you, and looking at it, what it means for your future, right? The unicorn is also representative of the future because it does represent the third eye, with the horn, you know, being right there where the third eye is. And a lot of people, it's often referred to as your two eyes see your past and present, whereas your third eye sees the future. So that's essentially, you know, what this is looking for. It's pointing forward, looking towards the future, trying to inspire you to start that searching to see what it could mean for your future. Start that ruminating in a positive direction, right? Creating that unicorn, that mystical, the thing that seems untangible, the thing that seems impossible. It is possible. It might be hard. It might be the hardest thing you've ever done. You know, taking accountability, also taking in, you know, all of the external factors that we have in the world. It's not an easy process to start this. It's not an easy process to be a spiritual seeker. It is literally, if you're doing it to the fullest, the hardest thing you will ever do. You have to give up all your titles. I'm a dad. I'm a brother. I'm this. You got to give them away. They don't mean anything. They're created. They're created here, which means it's not true, right? So we have to give up those titles. That way we can learn. We have to empty the cup so it can be filled, and that's a scary process. You know, exploring and learning about the unicorn. Learning about ourselves, those higher dimensions, our intuitions, where they come from. It's scary, but when followed with the utmost ferocity, the gifts, the blessings, the rewards can't even be put into words. They really can't. It's been tried time and time again since human existence to put these experiences in words, and just about every single person, including myself, has failed. So all in all, we have to seek it ourselves. We have to experience it for ourselves to really feel it. And sometimes spiritual teachers, when they're saying some things and, you know, it's not necessarily resonating with you, it can mean a couple things. It could mean either spiritual teacher's full of shit. That's true. Or it could mean maybe you don't have the understanding yet. I've went through that a lot, where I'm like, this person's completely wrong. And I've even argued with folks in the past. And then as I explore that unicorn more, go further down the process, I'm like, oh, that's what it means. And I totally misunderstood. And there's no way I could have understood it a different way back then. And that's really what it is, exploring that spirit. All right, everybody, I hope this card helps. I hope that this inspires a lot of y'all to go search for that inner unicorn. Thank y'all so much for watching each and every day. If you like what you see, like what you hear, make sure you share, subscribe, do all that fun social media stuff. Also, if you want to see a full view of my mindfulness program, check out my website, expeditiousful.com. Really, really good way to see the whole program, all the services I have to offer, and how they kind of work together to create a day-to-day mindfulness process for you. Thank you so, so much, everybody. Also, anybody that feels motivated to donate in your heart, there's a link down below. It allows me to put up higher quality content as well as continue to dedicate full-time to y'all. So thank you so much for all of you that donate. I appreciate you so much. Y'all go out there and have a great day on purpose.